Good morning. So today I want to talk about the basic premise of meeting organizations where they are. So I'm talking about nonprofits where anyone can fundraise. And one of the main issues that, as we well know, for many of these organizations as well as small businesses is data and figuring out how to get that data clean in one place so that operations can efficiently proceed and then the nonprofit can continue to make an impact and meet its mandate. So today what I wanted to show you is basically a system that I'm using right now, which I believe in the future is the way systems will work um, for most organizations, and they'll be more automated, AI powered. And I just wanted to show you one of these resources. Again, there's many others, and within whatever system you may be using, those others will likely be as useful as this one, but this is to me the future. So I'm going to go over it. It's called Google Gemini. And I had spoken previously about Google Workspace here. And after this video, I will put in another video. So the second video, which will cover basically how nonprofits can get Google Gemini for either free or much less of a cost, and how that would be beneficial to the nonprofits. I know a lot of nonprofits use Google services because of the fact they do offer steep discounts. Finally, I'm not affiliated in any way with Google, and this is just one of the few, many tools that I use. And yeah, just to show you. So the interesting thing now is that this is not just a chatbot. So chatbot days, chatbots are cool, works well, ChatGPT is great. But like for me, the next step is agents, and those agents will basically complete tasks for you. And right now it's the beginning of that era, and Google has baked an agent into Gemini, which works with your different applications. So I'm going to show you how you would turn this on. So if you have Google Workspace and you want to turn on the integrations with all your other services like here, Google Drive, Calendar, Gmail, etc., then what you would do is you would press on this button, settings here, and then apps here. Now you have this button here. So it says in Google Workspace, you can summarize and get quick answers from your own content and fuel your personal journey. It's even actually more than that. You can create stuff, you can send out emails, you can do a ton of different things within this with the Google services. So I wanted to show you how that works and what are the implications. So here, I'm going to turn off what I had turned on previously for Google Gemini. And then I'm going to turn it back on and we can read through the privacy statement. So there's a privacy statement here, which says your Google Workplace content is not used to improve Gemini. You can turn off Google Workspace from the app. So if you want to learn more about this, you can go to here. And it basically goes through what are the rules and regulations and how they use your data. I'm not going to go through this entire read, but I mean, I think in the end, the main piece that you need to understand is that your data is being protected, and these are the policies. So just an example, Google Workspace with Gemini brings same enterprise-grade security as the rest of Google Workspace, automatically applying organizations' existing controls and data handling practice, such as data regions, policies, and data loss prevention. So read this, but the reality is that the PPI and those kind of really important information is protected even if you turn Gemini on. But like in the end, it's up to you to read this information. There's not that much, and it's well laid out for users. So I just wanted to make sure you got that. I'm going to go back to Gemini again. And then what you would do is you would say connect here. So I'm connecting to Gemini, and basically what you can do is I'll start a new chat, and I'm going to ask the chat. So there's multiple versions of Gemini, which is super confusing. I get it. There's 2.0 Flash, which is very basic, 2.0 Flash Experimental, 2.5 Pro Experimental, and Deep Research. Deep Research does basically research for many organizations. It works pretty well, I've heard. I've not used Deep Research for Gemini. I've used it for ChatGPT. So here, I'm using 2.5 Experimental. And what I'm going to ask Gemini is, can you give me all the tasks I completed yesterday, please? So it's going to think, and it's going to go through my Google Tasks, and then it's going to filter, and then basically it's going to give me a summary of that. So these are things that I've completed, and it says exactly what I'm doing. You can also do that. Give me a list of Google Keep notes that I created yesterday. So just in the same vein, there's a application called Google Keep, which is like Tasks, but it's for notes for Google. And if I say that, it will look through my Google Keep. Or sometimes it does say it can't do that. But actually it can, so that's kind of strange. It is a little bit glitchy, to tell you the truth, but it seems like they're working on it. And it also depends on which version you're using. So can you give me the Google Keep task from Google Keep notes from yesterday? And sometimes if I ask that, or then I move to another one, so I'll try this one as well. Can you give me the Google Keep notes from yesterday? And then it will look through and see if it can identify what program I'm asking for. And it's saying, okay, now it's connecting to Google Keep, as you can see the symbol. And it says it's retrieved the notes, but it can't filter them. So you can see that the application does a lot of stuff, but some stuff you're limited. So can you create a new Google Keep note which explains how I should create a podcast about Gemini functionality. So this is another one here, and it's going to create a note for me now. Usually 2.0 Flash Experimental works for this. So This is taking it beyond just the chatbot. It's going and actually creating things for you. So it did create that entire Google Keep note. You can also create documents. You can also create spreadsheets in here. So you can say, hey, can you create this spreadsheet with these headers, etc., and it will work like a lot of the time. And sometimes, you know, it will miss, but like, so this is taking it a step beyond just the chatbot type of functionality. So that's what I wanted to show you. There's also another part of this, which is called gems. So gems is like an action you can create, and you can create a new gem like this and give it instructions saying, for example, you are a horticulturalist with a background in natural lawns and native plants, and you help people plant low water gardens. So it's like take into account location, weather, etc., and help. So basically, those are the kind of instructions you can give, and those are repeated over and over again. You can also ask it to create example here. One that I created is, what is the purpose? Is to create a Google Keep note with a description and tasks and check boxes, and review all my current Google Tasks, Google Keep notes, and create a calendar for the next week. Create an item for the next week, and you can create this. You can have AI create this as well. So yeah, so that's basically some of the many use cases for Google Gemini. You can turn it on from here. As I said, you can use gems, and it's pretty cool just to use it if you have Google services, Google Workspace. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And it was fun doing this and presenting to you. And if you need anything else, let me know. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.